Right, we are live.
I'm young, black and
Sort out how you want your microphone.
I think
I don't
I
know.
think I'm happy.
I don't want it showing.
That's the point.
Yeah, but I'm gonna put it like up here. Like I'm just putting a wire because I don't want the wire to be out because I don't want to like.
You don't look unprofessional
Yeah.
in a cat shed. God forbid.
Look, this is the studio. Studio.
This is the Beat Factory. I'm gonna put mine on my.
Also, my shorts always do that, and it looks like I'm sitting there with a fucking hard on.
Oh,
I'll sort that
you're
out.
not my penis, I promise.
Right. I'm gonna check again that it's recording because I've
I
got
believe it is.
post paranoia. Yeah, it is recording. It's recording.
You know what will happen. It'll record
Hello,
this
hello.
year,
Yeah.
and then once we start getting into the
The good
meat
shit.
and taters, it'll go. No, fuck it.
Thing is, this is a new phone. It's got loads of space on it,
I was
more than
about to
enough
say,
space.
yeah.
And I don't know what. I don't know if it cuts out after a certain amount of time because I've never got it taken a video that far. But I think it should just continuously video for at least an hour. I don't think we're going to be longer than that. We won't be an hour anyway. So
I'm not as young as I used to be. An hour.
I think the longest we've done is an hour 40. I think
We've done a long time,
yeah.
but that was because of the mistakes. The mistakes set us back umpteen times.
Yeah, I went back on my laptop because I've got all the episodes
Mm.
there from the previous podcast. And first thing I did was I listened to the intro that we made. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous.
Never change.
And then I pressed on episode 1, played that, and it was like me going, "Hi guys, it's 9 p.m." And I thought it was the funniest thing because we were so. I didn't realize we like recorded that late in the day,
Wait, what do you mean?
like 9 p.m. I didn't realize we're doing the podcast at 9 p.m. at night.
I thought you meant 9 in the morning because I'd stayed over or something, or you'd
No,
stayed
because
over.
we were. I
Right.
reckon I was round here, and
You
we
must have come round in
recorded.
the evening.
Yeah, and I reckon I probably
Fucking
got
hell.
here about 7:30, and then we started recording at like 9. Well, 8:30, and then you know what would happen? I think that's when we had issues. So we had lost. It started recording for 5 minutes and stopped, and then all of a sudden it was like 8:45, and I was like, "Oh shit, we haven't been recording for the last half an hour."
Stupid!
But it's funny. It's funny.
Let me tell you now. If this new phone lets us down, I'm putting it in the stream. I'll take the whole
The whole
stand, just
stick.
dunk it.
Eric Andre there.
Mm, right. If you deviate from this schedule, this lovingly curated
Yeah,
schedule,
let's have a look at it. Let's have a look at it.
hello, I'm Harv,
And I'm Sean.
and welcome to the most unknown piece of content in the universe. It's on script, it's on script. No guts, no story. Now, I know that there is no risk, no story. It's a very popular saying.
Nogutsnostory.
I've seen it. Couple ultra marathon people like,
No guts, no glory. Isn't
no,
that another one?
yeah. There's lots of whatevers, but this is
But we
our
found
one.
our we got
This is
our
our one,
one.
right? Where you can be anyone and anything at any time in any place.
You can do any one,
You could do anyone with anything.
anytime, any place. What a lovely logo. What did I put on the notes?
You can't look, man. It's not.
What do you mean?
It's not for you.
What did I talk? Ah, oh, okay.
Wow. Goodness gracious. Why is that come after that?
Well, social anxiety, yeah.
Why is
But
it?
yeah, well, because well, I don't know, because I feel like it's quite a common thing to talk about, and people
Just
get it.
reading it makes me anxious.
Being in, like, because I've never actually talked to you about how you feel in social situations.
Beat the shit out you, boy. That made me anxious.
Yeah,
Right there.
just fucking and
Makes me
fucking up, I just annihilated you on big time.
on first. Let's go. Broken in 7 places. You just want to like omit the bit, just glaze over the bit where it's like, they met at university. I'm all good
We can
studying.
get to that. Yeah, we'll get to that.
Okay,
We'll get to that.
so let's start off this light-hearted piece of art with anxiety.
I think it's the best way to start.
Anxiety.
Because yeah, the reason why I was thinking of that is because obviously I was out the other night with you and people from work, and yeah, I just remembered, like, I was just remembering about the last sort of 8 years of my life, whatever, and how I sort of
Just a
started
short
out.
period.
Yeah, well, basically my old career of like meeting people.
Oh, all right, when you switched on. All right,
Yeah,
yeah, fair
yeah,
enough.
and like just before going to uni, because I was going out to clubs before that, and then going to uni and having been put in a social situation and putting myself out there and trying to defeat the anxiety in my head of like, oh, I'm not sure about these people, and then I would use like alcohol as like a way to calm myself down
Mm.
from the anxiety to be in the situation. Um,
That's actually funny because that's reminded me of. So I didn't start drinking at all until I
yeah,
got to university,
yeah.
and I remember going to a few house parties in high school, sixth form
Hold
rather.
on, your level is way too low, man. Your mic.
Oh shit! How did it get down there?
It's so.
Fuck!
Maybe the top of the string. That would be the best
It
place.
fell.
Yeah. I just
Okay.
saw it. I was like,
What? So you saw it sliding?
no. I just saw it down there. I was like, it's closer to your dick than it is to your mouth.
Let the little man talk.
Dude, they can hear your fucking penis
Let
rustling
my
down.
balls talk. See, now I'm probably too loud.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
We'll edit it. What was I gonna say? I
That,
remember being at a house party
yeah,
and everyone's drunk or on some such substance. I'm not. I'm straight as an arrow. And one of my mates is like, "There's no way I could be here, do what you're doing, sober." But it echoes to me now. I'm just like, yeah, you know. Eventually, I got there, where I'm just like, I need to put some whiskey in
yeah.
in this cup.
And did you notice a change after that in yourself when you was out?
What how going out sober and going out with a
Yeah,
bit of feel good juice. I need it. I just need it. I wouldn't need it with yourself or people in the circle, but everyone else, I just fucking need it
yeah,
because it's like you say, it just essentially it's almost like a low pass filter for all of those thoughts that you just go, they fucking hate me, they fucking hate me, dude. But you just get rid of them, just just have a sink a couple, and it just goes away.
yeah. I mean, I don't think I've talked to you about your what goes on in your head a lot, 'cause I feel like it's different to mine.
You're not wired for anxiety like I'm wired for it.
Mm,
And don't get me wrong, I feel like I wouldn't change it because my settings are thus that I'm able to, I don't know, not tooting me horn, but do do certain things to a high level of competency, but
mm,
at the same time, my mind does try and eat itself.
mm.
Be sometimes it's dark, scary, a monster.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, I like spending time meeting people and putting myself out there. And alcohol has helped me do that.
Mm.
But now I've got like 8 years down the line,
Hmm.
I can kind of put that behind me a bit more, and I don't have to. I'm not. I don't need alcohol anymore. You know, in a
Get
social.
a load of this guy.
Well, the thing is, it does help still, but
What, are you going to pull out the Bible next? Huh?
why
Lay
haven't
some
you
scripture
heard
down
that?
on me?
I've talked about. I basically for the last couple of years I've thought
I just
about.
ripped the wire out. Nah, nah, nah,
No, 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 no.
nah.
Fuck this guy.
This guy was
For the
bullshit.
last couple of years, I've sort of said to a few people now that when I get to 30, I'm gonna not drink anything. I'm gonna go sober for 5 years, and then people laugh at me. But I am serious. Like in my head, I'm serious about that. But the same way how I went, vegetarian, like overnight, just
Hmm.
boom, change. I'm not gonna do. I feel like I'm gonna do the same thing.
Alcohol. All right.
Yeah.
So, so it seems as though the topic of conversation has drifted into sort of your mental state and its interactions with alcohol and that, and just
Mm.
being out in a social setting with and without alcohol, and your changing stance on it.
Mm.
Proceed.
Yeah. So I feel like my view on that has changed, even though I still drink a lot when I go out.
Hmm.
I don't drink during the week or anything, um, or when I'm not in that social environment because I don't want to make that kind of habit for myself. But yeah, I still rely on it, when I go out, I guess, and I want to get to a place eventually where I don't have to, and I know I don't have to, but I feel like I have to do something drastic, like go sober, and then I'm like, in my head, I'm like, well, I can't drink now because I'm sober, but I'm still obviously going to go out and meet people and stuff. But I've kind of pushed that till I'm 30 anyway, so I've given myself time because I want to carry on, you know, drinking and doing crazy shit until I'm 30, and then break for a few years, and then maybe pick up. I don't know. Again,
Well, my first instinct is to just go, why?
um, because I have, I've had a few videos come up. Like you just get random. The algorithm throws random stuff at you, and it's like these people are like, "Oh, I've been sober for 10 years now. Best decision I ever made."
Is
And
it because
I,
they've got freshly oiled abs and they're going, yeah, I've been sober for like 11 and a half years now, 5
yeah,
months.
and it's not like it's not even a problem for me
No.
because I don't drink enough for it to be a problem.
The way I see it is that most people that say that live in somewhere nice, like,
Malibu,
yeah, or Hawaii, and they've got a coconut and dreads. I'm
yeah,
like, yeah, I bet you don't have to fucking have a pint after work. You can go to the fucking beach.
yeah, yeah. But I still think in my head you can live life without drinking. You know, anyone can, like in any situation.
Can I just set the record straight, chat? This man's already said that the minute he puts down alcohol, he's just going to bring up his weed habit. So, all right, he's not talking about some fucking absolving himself of all sinful substances. He's
No,
just going to
I'm not.
trade it in.
I'm not going to straight edge.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm not
So
going
you're sitting here, you're
to.
going, oh, instead of having the occasional drunk night, I'm just going to be zonked.
Every weekend, I'm just coming out just fucking high as fuck. Like, no,
So are you
no.
preaching here today,
I
man?
mean,
What
I'm
you
not.
preaching?
I'm not denying. I probably will be smoking more weed during that period, but I'm not gonna rely. I'm not gonna like. But even then, like from 30 to 35, I don't see myself partying like I am now.
I've got such a naughty question,
Right, okay.
and I could only have come to that question because of the wisdom. Wisdom.
I'm here for it.
Right, ready? What are you gearing yourself up for in that 5 year period where you feel like you need to pull that out of your life? Why is beyond 30 so important? What's going on?
That's a good question. Um,
Because it's not just about the alcohol, it's about what the alcohol does.
yeah, because it's like the health reasons. I don't want to like wake up hungover anymore. I want to
Mm.
have like a clearer mindset. I don't want alcohol to get in the way of my plans.
Does it get in the way of them now?
Yes. Yeah, when I drink, yeah, when I go out
Yeah,
on a
but how
Saturday,
often do you drink?
probably every week. Like, I
Every
reckon,
weekend.
yeah, every weekend,
Oh,
yeah.
wouldn't that just be because of your social circle at the moment? If you
Yes.
found yourself being around an older sect of people or a more settled set of people that were a bit more goal driven and less fun driven, and there's nothing fucking wrong with that.
No, yeah,
But what
yeah,
I'm saying is that if you changed your circle, you'd naturally drink less. And
yeah.
if you're around people that were in a different place in their life and they're able to go out and exercise some restraint and be like,
Mm,
I'm just going to have two and go home, I
mm,
don't feel like you would need to take such a drastic, um, make such a drastic shift because you'd already be around people that are already practicing moderation.
mm. Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot to that. I mean, when I say I drink every week, it's not with the same people. So
Oh, okay, that's
yeah,
fair enough. Yeah.
so like yeah, I'll have like a big weekend where I'm like go on a night out and I'll drink on a night out, and then the next day, usually a Sunday, I'm just like done,
Mm,
or like I feel a bit down, or whatever, or just
mm,
knackered. And then the following week it'll be different. You know, I'll go out drinking, and it'll be like with my dad or something. You know, it won't be
yeah.
with friends. And then the next week it'll be different. It'll be like with some person I met doing some other thing.
You do a
And
lot
then the
more.
cycle happens again. You know, because
Yeah,
by
yeah.
3 weeks the original group want to go out again. So
Mm,
I guess I'm saying that I go out with people, I guess, because I like that's my like escape to
Ah,
hang
well, I
out with
wouldn't even
different
say
people.
it's your escape. That's your pleasure. That's
Yeah,
your
yeah.
choice
And what
of.
I'm saying about giving it up and going sober is that I don't want it to be my pleasure for that period of time anymore. I want to fill up my time doing something else.
So what you're saying is you want to spend your time on the weekends with different people?
No, I
No.
want to spend my time on the weekends doing stuff that I feel more passionately about than going out and
Which
getting
is
drinking.
which is see, it almost sounds like you want to still go out but drink Guinness Zeros with everyone.
No,
That's what
no,
it
I don't want
sounds
to like. No, I want to like totally avoid going out into that environment.
entirely.
Yeah, and what I want to do
Mm.
is basically go and do these like short trips. So there's like these like hiking trips or like going to just hiking or like going on long walks or going on like wild camping. More of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like when I get to 30, that that's a good time to rein it in. To stop you know the social drinking and start more of the wild camping and going out and doing something different. You know.
So let's say we're all wild camping and
Hmm.
it's a mixed group,
Hmm.
you know, and they're like, yeah,
Just get down the pub.
let's go down to the pub. It's been a I've had a big stonk across the landscape. I'm out of dry socks. let's go get a pint.
Yeah,
He's gonna,
that's why I'm getting
you,
lemonade.
you, you're staying here, mate. It's what you're doing. Look after the tent. You're fucking cold.
No, because the thing is,
You're gonna be content sitting there with a bubbling glass of lemonade. Going,
yeah,
I want a red straw.
because I want to be more in tune with, I want to wake up the next day, 5 a.m. and be like, wake up with the sun.
Hey, have one.
Have one, yeah.
Have one.
Yeah, but like I'm quite extreme. I think I'm, it's all or nothing with me personally.
But what if everyone else is saying let's have one?
Well, yeah, have one. I don't care. You guys have one.
Okay.
It doesn't bother me if everyone else wants to have one.
Mm,
I'll just stay sober. I'll be the driver. Okay, you know.
mm.
Um, I just want, and it's part of it as well, is I want to clear all that stuff out of my system, you know, because I feel like when I drink every week, every couple of weeks, whatever, I'm always keeping alcohol in my system, and it's clouding my clarity.
Dude, the scenario you're describing, I totally understand where your head's at. I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think, well, it's identical to how it was at uni and even that bit after, where there's always a reason to go out. And so there's never a down period.
mm,
You know, that blood alcohol's always around, and the after effects bleed into other areas of life, and it just makes everything muggy.
yeah,
And yeah, perhaps maybe it's just a case of, in the way I see it, is you just want to stop binge drinking and having these heavy sessions.
yeah. That's probably what it is. I feel like,
Because I think the nicest points of
mm,
life is toasting a moment with the right kind of people and going, let's just have a wine.
mm,
Let's just have a beer. We've just
mm,
done something really fucking hard. Let's have a local ale.
mm,
Now, I don't see any reason to take that out your life,
mm.
but stand up till 4, drinking whatever's put in your hand, that's a problem.
I
That
mean,
you can drop by 30,
yeah,
surely.
yeah, and part of it is that lifestyle is not anyone's fault but my own because I think throughout my 20s and late teens, I've kind of been an instigator of drinking a lot
I
for
just gotta check
myself.
it's filming. I'm sorry,
Oh yeah,
dude. I swear to God. I was like, it's pretty good. Oh, it's
we
pretty
gotta
good.
check the film every.
Does red mean it's going?
I mean, red means it's off and on, so I don't know.
No, no, the counter's going. There you
Oh,
go.
okay, yeah,
Right, so ready,
yeah.
and you are an instigator of drinking.
I am an instigator.
You're a
I am.
facilitator.
I am an
You're an
instigator.
investigator.
I'm an invigorator.
He's an alligator. You're all of them. It's
Yeah.
literally your fault.
Everything's my
It's
fault.
literally your fault.
Yeah, and I don't know. That's how I feel about alcohol at the moment.
At the moment.
Yeah, it might change.
Hmm.
Um, you know, like it's
Do you want to know
yeah,
why I'm taking the stance I am? It's because it feels like it's such an easy fix. I'm like, well, just,
yeah.
you know,
It feels easy, but it's not because if you're in that cycle of going out,
yeah.
it's hard to pull yourself out of that. You know, without sacrificing the friendships you're making with people who do drink. You know,
Well, that's what it is, isn't it?
yeah, yeah,
So the crux of it is, it's the company who you drink with, or who you are with, and then they go out and do that.
yeah. And it's not anyone's fault. It's just that's the easiest thing to do
Well, that's what
after
they're
work.
doing, and you're
Yeah,
like, right, well,
if that's what you do. But I guess what I'm saying is I want to change my routine and all those videos you see on Instagram or TikTok, whatever, like these people are like, I've been, like the other day, I've done a 12-hour camp. Went out like 8 p.m. to 8 a.m.
You're talking about that bloke's mini adventure when you just
Yeah, they're
slept on the
12,
beach.
so cool.
That is tough.
Like you just like go out, get
Mm,
to a place at 8 p.m. and then just camp overnight, wake up in the morning,
mm.
get even, you know.
Well, I think if we steer it away from alcohol specifically, and you're talking about changing your routine just to build in some different, you know,
Hobbies and
and just
yeah,
different stuff that's happening in your life. I'm absolutely about
yeah.
that at the
Because I
moment.
feel like, binge drinking and stuff gets in the way of my hobbies or hobbies that I want to do.
Said everyone ever who's got a drink problem. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. It really
yeah.
sounds like I've got a drinking
No,
problem.
no, he's
Like,
not that bad. All right, he can do stuff. I've seen him.
no, like, yeah, I know I don't have a drinking problem, right?
I know.
Because I don't drink every day, and I only drink in social settings with people, and that's it. Social settings that I create.
And I create a lot of them.
Yeah, I think what I'm saying is I'm in a pattern, and I know
Mm,
what that pattern leads to, and I don't want it to lead there. So I'm going to put a stop to that at a certain time. Because at the moment I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm not like not enjoying it, going out and drinking with
mm,
people. I'm enjoying it. So, but I will, eventually change.
mm.
Because yeah, the world's a big place. And there's other stuff I want to do and experience.
I mess with that.
Yeah, you
I
know,
do mess with that.
there's like what I don't want is to have this to continue doing, like continue living how I'm living now up until I'm 40. I don't want to like.
See, I don't even know why you fret about it. Like you just won't.
Yeah, I know it sounds, but the thing is, I've only got my past experience to look back on. Whereas, so like this has been my life since I was like 19,
Mm,
and I'm 27 now. So, yeah, 8 years I've been repeating the same pattern.
mm,
So in my head, I'm like, right, it's coming to an end. I've got to like change up the pattern.
mm.
You know,
You're um you're more of a wild child than me. Easy.
I reckon so. Yeah, I'm probably I'm probably responsible for bringing you out more times than you will
More
bring
times than
yourself
I
out.
wanted.
Yeah.
But like I said,
Yeah.
you've been a facilitator. You've been an alligator.
But I
You've
like to think that's not all bad because I like to think that I've helped push you out of your comfort zone.
right out of it. I haven't
Like,
been comfortable since '08. I haven't been
I've been
at
comfortable
peace.
since I met you.
No, I think
Yeah.
all the experiences, all the ones with your dumb ass in them, have been instrumental.
Yeah.
Instrumental. They've had to be thusly. They've had to be, you know, drinking on the beach, climb a rock wall, get stuck, tides come in.
Yeah. I think the longest I've gone without drinking is when we was in Australia, and we just didn't get round to it. I think we
That was a
couldn't.
financial
Yeah, couldn't
constraint, is what
afford
that
it. Couldn't
was.
afford it. We did it like that's probably the longest I've gone without having a night out when we went to Australia
Oh.
for 8 months. Yeah. Um, even though there was a couple night outs we had there, but
It was just hard to do because
we were never like in. Well, we were in like the buzzing places, but
here's the thing, like the way I see it is that a lot of those things, especially if you're in the hostel environment, you have to go out with the horde, with all of them, and then come back all of them.
mm,
Because if you go out as like a small roaming party of two or three, and you come back and wake a room up full of eight sleeping people that have got work in the morning, it's just a shit atmosphere. And
mm,
I didn't feel like, do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Just weren't conducive to going out, getting smashed, coming back.
Well, that's why you got hostels that are more party based and hostels that are more working hostels.
Hmm.
There's different types, isn't there? But to be fair, it doesn't matter where you go. There's always going to be someone that comes in late and wakes
Mm-hmm.
wakes you up, as
Mm.
we both know. Um,
Whether it's lockers tapping or cheeks clapping, whatever it may be. Hey, Sonny,
yeah.
mate, there we go, mate. No.
Let's
Do you want to refer back to the script, huh?
no, let's
No.
talk about let's talk about how we met. Let's talk about how we met.
And with that, I'm taking a piss. How do we meet, Sean?
I'm gonna keep running it.
Fine, whatever.
I think we met. Well, we met at uni, yeah,
Keep talking, keep talking.
and I think the first time I saw you, Harv, was
You went, holy shit. A black guy?
yeah the first day when everyone sort of gets in and they
You
get
didn't hear
assigned
me,
their
did you?
seats.
I said, you went, what's a black guy studying plants for? I've, no, that's it.
No, because I sat up, yeah, I sat opposite Brad,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I'm trying to remember how I felt like on that first day.
I was completely out of I was completely out of it. I weren't even supposed to be I weren't even supposed to be personally. I'd signed up to do something else,
Mm,
so I was supposed to be doing conservation. I like animals. I like the environment. I then got to know a little bit the guys on that course, realized that no one else signed up,
mm,
and then fell into that.
mm.
And I mean, you studied to do that, didn't you?
Yeah, so I studied. So after school, I left school, didn't go to sixth form, went straight to college, studied horticulture college, like diploma level for 3 years. Then I took a year out, which I always joke about because I could have gone straight to uni and I would have been in the year above in that group above us.
You'd have been
And that
in
would have been
you
so
you would
funny.
have been in the Roger, Martha, Mark,
Yeah, and you would
Cynthia.
have been
What are you
going, that
doing?
guy's a
You what a
douchebag.
fucking asshole. What a conceited fucking
I like to think
asshole.
we would still have been friends though.
I'd have made it so he would. I'd have made it absolutely clear.
I like to think that we still would have had a good
This is what
friendship.
you'd have done, yeah? You'd
Yeah.
have been all fucking pally
Oh,
on the
with them
nights
lot.
out,
Yeah.
and then in the morning you'd be like, oh hey,
Oh no, don't tell me.
oh
I'll be
hey, how
sitting on
you
that
go?
table
Yeah,
with
you're a fucking
them, and
piece of
I'll be
shit.
like, "Who are you?"
Uh, it's like it like goes back to normal in the morning. You know that, yeah? It goes back to like fuck off. That's actually like
Yeah, yeah.
that's actually like Charlotte's seat. Yeah, she's got that back in a minute.
Yeah, I think that is a funny alternate reality that I do think about sometimes. But you
I
know
bet you
what?
think about it a lot.
Yeah.
I wish.
But I'm so happy that I deferred and then I had a year out where I just, worked with dad and then came back to uni and then got in our group because our group was so good, you
It
know.
was
Um,
hella tight knit, and
yeah.
over the course of those 3 years, it only got more condensed. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I think we started out with like 20 of us, didn't we, or
Mm.
something? And then it just reduced after a year to like 12.
There was, it
Yeah.
feels like compared to the other years, there was like a wide-eyed kind of innocence and wonder when it came to our year.
Mm.
There were a lot of lovely international students and ones that are converting and doing something else, and you know, everyone there was earnest and just wanted to put their best self out there.
Yeah, exactly.
There was no
Yeah.
bollocks.
Yeah, which
All
I
the
love.
bollocks came
Yeah.
from outside.
Yeah, totally.
No drama whatsoever,
Um,
except us.
except us. But I mean, you're such a big factor in my uni experience because I mean, I only lived like a 20-minute drive from uni. So the first year I didn't live on campus, but I would listen to like what you would tell me about living on campus and like you going out and going to the bar and stuff, and going on nights out with the others who lived on campus. And I was like, I'm not going to waste my uni
Mm-mm.
experience at home. I want to move out. I want to go live by myself for a bit, or with like new people. I was ready to like experience that. And so second year, move in. I don't. We didn't live in the same area, did we? I think you lived.
I was in
I lived.
Tabor.
Yeah, I lived in Madison. I lived in a block called Madison 3. I think it was Madison 3
Now, hang on
or
a
Madison
fucking minute.
1.
No, we were both in Madison because I was in one and you were in
Oh
three,
yes.
and then
Yeah.
Strat was the last one.
Yeah. So first,
Madness.
yeah, well, my second year, yeah, was both in the Madison blocks. Whereas your first year, you was in
I was in
Harvey.
Tabor.
Oh, Tabor.
Mm.
Sorry, Tabor. And yeah, you told me about the stories and stuff, and I just wanted to experience that
Mm.
because I hadn't. And so yeah, yeah, which is crazy. I only lived at uni for 2 years. And doesn't it
Made
seem?
such a splash, bro.
Oh, that's hey, that first. I think I made such a impression the first 2 weeks to like a few people that yeah, because I started off doing the freshers angel stuff because I volunteered to like help
I was
out with
like,
that,
wow.
and that got me involved with like everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then that's where it all
Or
started.
even like staff and that. I was like,
Yeah,
you don't have to go this hard, man. Just grab a cup, sit down. You're like,
yeah.
I have to know everything.
And before that point, I'd never put myself out there that much in my
Mm.
life. Like before me starting second year and live on campus, I had never put myself out
You
there.
were kind of meek and mild,
Yeah,
and then over the course of that first year, I was like, this guy's fucking funny.
yeah.
This guy's
And
stupid
I
as
was
hell.
fit as fuck as well. I was like, that summer I'd worked out. I was like beefy.
Listen, I remember the camping trip by the old river, and everyone's like, I won't put sunscreen on him. No, I won't put sunscreen.
Yeah, I just like
Okay,
I thought something clicked in me before. Like I was just a monster, just for like 3 months, just
that's three
gym.
months' work.
Well, 4 months, 4 or 5, 4 or 5 maybe.
Either, mate. It's
Yeah,
impressive.
yeah. I mean, I was 20 at the time, 21.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was 21. So yeah, but
Get a stat boost.
I'm gonna get back on that though.
Stay tuned.
Beefcake Sean's not finished. You know.
Yeah.
um. So yeah, like yeah, talk to me about your first year
Skip that.
at
Skip
uni.
all that.
Because I'll tell you what, we could talk for hours
I
about your
know.
shit,
Just don't.
your
I
experience.
honestly see you're going like, oh, my first year was so. My first year was just being just,
Well, my first year was different experience to your first
oh,
year because
mate.
you,
Imagine all of
yeah,
the stupidness that happened in the last two, but you weren't there to be like, hey, Harv,
that's all
I
right.
don't think that's gonna work.
Yeah,
That was that year of me going, damn.
I want to
I
know
just,
early on that. I want to know because was this the first time you moved out of the house?
oh yeah.
Yeah. So did you always have the plan of wanting to move out
Hmm.
first of all, or was this
I had
like
no choice.
you had no
I wasn't
choice?
gonna fucking commute. Like I live like an hour away.
Yeah. So you just were like, oh, I'm just gonna have to live
I
there.
was gonna have to,
Yeah.
and I was like, this hall of residence looks as good as the rest. This will do. Trying to think if I've done anything even remotely like it before that. No,
Yeah. So it's
no,
the
that was it.
first
That was it. That was
experience.
the first.
So do you remember what your first week was like in Tabor?
It was just such a trial by fire.
Mm,
Like I've changed so much, and it was such like a violent sort of shifting of like magma and stone. Do you know what I mean? I
mm,
felt like I was so stiff and rigid with who I was and what the lane I was in, and I was like, I can't afford to be how I was then.
Mm.
and thrive in this environment. So I had to just adapt and be
Mm.
like, "What's that? A shot? I'll take 16. Give me the bottle."
Yeah, and
No, just
how did you feel about social interaction
I
at
terrified,
that point?
terrified
Yeah.
child. Like I said, there was no drink, there was no nothing. Um, I'd become very sort of, yeah, I don't know. It felt like a sort of a second kind of coming aware kind of process of being like, oh shit, it's not just about going to work and seeing the friends you went to school with. It's now a cross pollination of all of these different people with different views coming together, and they're bettering themselves and in the various fields that they're interested in. We talk about it and we go out and there's all this growth and change in that. And well, it's one of the best things I could have done at that point in my life.
Yeah.
It was that or traveling. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And did you have any preconceptions of what uni was like?
Mm. Apart from like just a few words that I've heard out of people that had already been.
And maybe like movies and stuff, or
Yeah, yeah. I
yeah.
mean, it was. When I think about it, dude, everything about university, it's almost like I had nothing, no data on it, and everything was just a slap in the face. I was
Mm.
like, oh, this happens. Oh, okay. Oh, and then this happens the next day. All right, okay. And don't know. I was just like, this is cool, and I just sort of stuck with it.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting because I had like every preconception of what I thought it would be.
Yeah,
And I going into uni in my second year, moving in, I was
mm,
like, it's party time, baby.
mate,
That was in my head going in. So yeah, we both had like a different experience about that.
blind. Absolutely, I went into university as a mole. Every single thing I bumped into it.
Mm.
I was like, oh, that's cool. Oh, that person's cool. What's this? And that was it. And I haven't really changed at all. The only thing that like professionally and with work and that, I always try and get a sharp edge for when I try and approach something new because I
Mm.
that's that's how you approach stuff like that. But
Mm.
I allow myself the luxury and I prefer it when I go. I don't need to as long as I'm sturdy and straight, I can go into anything
Mm.
and be like, well, whatever hits the ship hits the ship. It's not like it's gonna sink. That's
Mm.
whatever. And I stay true to that, even if I'm uncomfortable as fuck. I'm just like, yeah, obviously, I bet they're fucking uncomfortable. So what?
Mm.
You know, I know what's on the other side of their skin. So, you know, I take that mindset to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas you're just like, let me let me write a script.
Let me think about that.
Let me think about that. Yeah, I mean, so like, would you have done it different? Do you wish you'd have thought about it less, or you're happy with how you did it?
Well, uni.
Yeah.
No, I'm happy with how it went. And it's even though I don't work in I mean, so I study landscape architecture like yourself, and I don't currently work in as a landscape architect, even though I've been out of uni for how long has it been? 4 years. Wow, too long. Um, um, I don't feel like it was a waste of time.
Mm-mm.
Whereas people will tell me, "Oh, do you feel? Oh, you don't do what you studied. Do you feel like it's a waste?" Like, no. Uni like helped me discover who I was. Like, yeah, it just helped me discover more about myself,
Mm,
more than I'd known before it.
mm,
And I totally appreciate going to uni, and I'm so blessed that I had the opportunity to.
mm.
Um, yeah, I mean, it didn't go perfectly, but
I don't know about you,
nothing
but
does.
I almost think it's like it couldn't have gone any other way.
No.
Like when I think
Yeah.
about anything that happens, I'm like, of course it went like that. Of course it went like that
Mm,
because it couldn't have gone any other way.
yeah. It's quite amazing when you look back and think of it in that way
Mm.
of
I mean,
like,
I don't know about you, but when I look over the photos and that, I'm like, cool, Royce, that was fun. That was funny.
we had a fun time. Yeah,
That was really fun.
we
I
made the
think we
most of
did
it.
it pretty good.
And it's mad to think as well, we spent half of our uni life in COVID,
Hmm.
the second half.
But even then, I feel like it did make those moments towards the end richer because
Mm,
that was more of like a sacred coming together in a time of perhaps maybe, well, obviously when you weren't supposed to be,
mm,
and yeah, especially when you're all shut down in fucking your rooms and that, and when you were able to drift out,
mm, yeah,
I wouldn't change it.
no. What we got on the, what's next on the notes? What's next on the script? Oh wow, that's too deep. Ah,
Why don't you just pick one?
yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, so yeah, I'm not sure which one to go. Is there anything jumping out at you at all? Positive energy? Not sure what I meant by that. Positive energy versus
What time did you
personal.
ride it?
Literally last
Oh.
night.
Um,
Having a positive mindset.
Having a
That's what I
positive
was on.
mindset.
Versus people who just have like a negative outlook. I mean, no one's strictly positive or negative. It's, you have a bit of both. I'm not always positive, but I try to have awareness when I approach stuff in a positive way.
Hmm.
About like little things and big things. Um, I rarely look at stuff in a negative light,
Mm.
but that's just a personal mantra that I follow. Whereas some people thrive in, you know, maybe looking at things in a slightly more negative way. I guess I don't know if they thrive, but I guess that's just.
I would say that I think there's almost like this middle ground where I try and I think the best place to be is to go from a place of like grounded optimism, which can
Mm,
sometimes seem like pessimism to someone who's like really like, oh,
mm.
of course this is gonna work. I'm going to manifest it. And you're like, do you hear yourself? And I think sometimes it's a bit like where I don't know, there's a certain criteria for a task, and you're like, listen, we're only going to get so much, get so high
Mm.
of a percentage of this thing done. So let's just do what we can with what. Do you know what I mean? I know it's kind of like boring and work related, but like if I were to steer it more towards life, when I do see people on Instagram or just any other media outlet or just anyone, and they're talking about how they invested early and they're doing great and
Well, anyone can make a video of themselves being happy.
mm,
Not. I mean, it's very, very rare someone makes a video of themselves. You don't usually see the ones where people are sad. Because
mm,
people are putting positive stuff out there all the time,
mm,
but that drowns out all the other stuff that maybe you don't really want to look at because it's too sad or
Mm.
too negative. And I think what I've always known is that the truth is that people's lives have moments of sadness and happiness.
Mm-hmm.
And when I see like a positive video on the internet or online or whatever, I always, in the back of my head, have that skepticism of like, oh, that's really cool that they're doing their thing, but they're still human being.
Oh
And so
yeah,
I totally know that, like, it's not all sunshine and rainbows for them. Not that I'm like wishing them to have be like, have bad stuff happen. It's just that I try and make it real, rather than false, like thinking that, oh, everyone's just really happy and I'm
yeah.
really sad. Yeah,
Well, that's
and not a lot.
that's how I
Yeah.
try and run it. There's a
Mm,
middle line where I'm like, not only do I not only do I know the world isn't that bad,
mm,
because you can easily find yourself following that line of thought where you're just like, oh, I'm so beneath the average par of how everyone else is doing, and the world's doing this, and you could also be like, oh, you know, everything's amazing and it's all going to work out. I just have to manifest it. I just have, I'm like, not only is it's it's not going to be that good,
mm.
and it's not going to be that terrible either. And I'm just trying to live outside of those extremes because that you can find yourself getting very sort of black and white thinking just by being exposed to all of this stuff where in order to like make comment on stuff it has to be polarized and
Mm.
drastic in order to comment on it when really life is grey.
Yeah.
Stuff's grey. You'll have a day and you'll be like, that was neither here nor there.
Mm.
I made enough progress to be content, but not enough to shout about it.
Mm.
And all I have to do is just keep doing that and it will amount to something.
Yeah, and I think sometimes I have like had those sort of grayish days where I think in my head like, oh, I've not done anything which is like social media worthy.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel bad about that. But really, that's what life is like.
Mm,
Sometimes, unless it's your full-time job to put stuff on social media,
mm,
normal life is like that. Not every day is like, look what I done today, you know.
mm.
And then I think, well, what am I, if I do upload stuff, who am I doing it for? You know.
It's a weird one. I feel like I'm getting to a point where, personally, because of me and my brother are doing a landscape garden and that, and we're having to put ourselves out there, I'm like, well, maybe I should share stuff about my personal life, and maybe I should start to share things about my other creative pursuits that I
Mm,
want to try and do, because I do want to connect. Like I'm having to do that already and connect with as many people as
mm,
possible for business and work, because that's how you get clients and that.
mm.
But also, I'm like, wouldn't it be nice to meet people and be offered and invited or whatever to partake in things where it's more creatively aligned and that, and you know that network gets bigger as well. I'm like, maybe there is merit in just having an online presence, but not having it be all that amounts to anything.
Yeah, yeah. Because I used to think, all right, I'm not posting anything on my social medias because I don't need anyone's, point of view or like anyone's attention.
Yeah.
You know, I always just think like, oh, I'm above that. I don't need anyone's attention, so I'm not going to post anything on social media. But recently, I've had a different thoughts about it, and I've thought that it's not about getting people's attention. It's about using it to show a different side of yourself
Mm.
in that environment, to be, creative in a different way.
Uh,
And it's just a different outlet, in this world
hmm.
that I think's worth pursuing.
Also, it's just occurred to me that we're basically talking about using social media to share stuff that we think is important with our actual friends, but they're just not there physically,
Mm.
which is the whole point.
Literally, so
I'm just like, hang on a minute. If I post this and my friends and whatever that I actually know are able to see it and share it, and that turns into a conversation, and then we meet up in real life and talk about that thing or whatever, we catch up about how they're doing. That's literally what it's for.
yeah.
And and it's like you say, I'm like, oh, oh, that's what it's for. That's what it's for.
Well, this is what we talked about. Of like, we always had these we've had these conversations for like years now, and we always talked about like, oh, let's record it and see what other people think, because
Mm,
I'm learning so much talking to you
mm,
that I thought, oh, other people could, our friends and stuff or whatever, anyone could benefit from watching this. And I would love to like hear other people's input as well.
mm,
And that is what social media is for. It's just for me, it's having these conversations and then putting it all out there for other people to listen to and
mm.
watch.
I think in its purest form, that's what we're even doing this for,
Mm,
because we want to share it because we can. It it's significant for us, these
mm,
frank discussions that we have and catch ups, enough so that we value what we get out of it to the point where we think it might be valuable for other
mm,
people, and we want to share it, and we can, so we
mm,
do. You know, not anything else in nature really asks for permission to, do you know what I mean? A dandelion doesn't have to sign a piece of paper for it. It throws its shit around. It's just what
Let's
it
do
does.
it. Yeah.
So,
Let's do it.
you
Yeah.
know, that's it. That's the long and short of it.
Yeah. I love it.
That is what this is going to be.
Yeah.
Every now and then, something will grow on the fucking, on the vine, and you take it off and go, let's examine that. Let's open that up. What's inside there? Trauma.
Yeah. I think that's a beautiful way to end it. Um, and I look forward to the next one.
I look forward to seeing what else comes off the tree.
Yeah, man. Me too.
I'll mess with it. All right,
Put
click
it
me
there.
off.
Oh,
Oh
put
shit, sorry.
it.
Sorry.
I'm clicking off. Do you want to click off? Do you want to do the
That's your
dramatic?
remote, man. Click it.
It's my remote. It's our remote, bro.
Oh
Come
my
on.
god. Click at the same time. Click at the same time. Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my god. Wow.
Oh, it didn't even work anyway. It was still.
Oh, for God's sake. Press it. We done.
I'm
Press it.
pressing it.